Hey everybody, I'm Andy Smith. I'm a 30-year comic book veteran, having worked for Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Image Comics, Cross Generation, Ominous Press. You name it, I've probably worked for them. And I do other things art-wise outside of comics in the field of advertising. I've also written some books on drawing comics you might have seen. Drawing American manga superheroes, Drawing Dynamic Comics was my first book. And I also did the handy little How to Draw Superhero sketchbook where all you need is a pencil because you do all the work right inside the book. Enough about that. This is the Book Look series. The Book Look series is where I grab a book off my library. You can see the tons of books I have behind me. And I go through it page by page with you so you can see if it's a book that you might want to buy. I like to know what I want to buy before I buy it, and I feel this is a way to give you some insight into these books. So join me for today's book look. Thanks. Good day, everybody. How are you? Andy Smith here, 31-year veteran of the comic book industry. Kor-Drath, The Reckoning, my new campaign. Go check it out. Christmas was a couple days ago. Didn't get what you wanted? Not a problem. Get yourself Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. You saw the trailer, 76 battlefield barbarian pages. Conan meets Game of Thrones meets Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, excuse me. You'll love the book. Go check it out. On to part 2 of Cover Run, the DC Comics art of Adam Hughes. Let's pick up where we left off. If you're just seeing this video, watch it and then go back and watch part 1, where we cover the first 155 pages of the book. So here we go, picking up where we left off. Catwoman covers. Adam had a huge long run on Catwoman. You can see the sketches here. Getting in a little closer with it. Excuse me. These are more of his tighter pencils before he inked it. I really like the effect he has here at the lights. I mean, his colors are just fantastic. Adam is the complete package. Once again, I really like how he does the shine on her costume. It really looks like wet black shiny leather compared to a black leather that might have more of a matte finish. Moving on, he chooses really fun angles and different designs for the covers. I know, one thing I think is cool is he actually drew out the money. A lot of people these days would just take, would Google image search what the $100 bill looks like and maybe blur it out some and pop it in. Adam actually drew it. And the thing I like about that is because it's drawn out, it does give the effect that it's kind of in your peripheral vision, because if you're looking at her, focusing on her, your peripheral vision, you wouldn't see all the detail in the money. I mean, this dashboard almost looks photographic. Very nice framing with the money going around and stuff. Nice complementary red and green color palette. And of course, on this side, you have some of the steps to the cover. Another great one here. I really like seeing the nice close-up here, seeing this rendering he did on her nose in the inking. And then in the color, he just converts it to color and stuff, but it works if you are the person buying the black and white art. Gross looking skull there, very nice. More of the statues that he's done. So you can see photographs of the final statues, but then you can see some maybe prelim art. I don't have any of these statues. If I did, I'd probably get the Power Girl. I just really like that pose and stuff. Ah, Supergirl. I remember seeing this cover and just being blown away by it. Part of it, obviously in color, but in black and white. Just the way he handled the blacks on her cape. That really almost looks like a photograph. You know, a thresholded photograph. Just so nice. I'm curious if he actually did use a photographic reference, you know, for that. And the texture on the asteroid or whatever she's sitting on. Once again, it looks great in black and white, but then in color, he did a little different stuff going on with the asteroid as it's coming down into Earth. Oh, this was a cool one. You can see their original cover here, and then his redo of it here. Very cool. The face is so nice. You really get a sense of form and solidity behind this invisible football player. Now, I love seeing his pencil sketch there. I love all the little details he put in on the shoes and stuff. Another one he did, there's the original, I believe, by Carmine Infantino. And then Adam's take on it. Really nice, even though this is where you're focused on in the printed cover. You'd have the Batman logo, as you can see there. So this is all really more of just a framing device. Oh yeah, he did these back covers for 1 through 12 of working with the Stan Lee universe. Looking at them all here, because I don't have all the actual issues, I'm glad they used this one. This is one of my favorites. I think Wonder Woman's kind of cool, but I really do like the Superman one more. Not a big fan of the Superman design. I don't know if John Buscema designed it or who did, but I mean, it's cool. And, you know, getting to see John Buscema play with DC characters is cool. I wish it would have been able to see a little more. This was the Aquaman one. Very, very fluid, no pun intended, in motion with how he designed it. Nice background here that kind of sweeps around. Oh, here's another one. I don't know which one. Let me see. Let's go back a couple pages. Oh, Shazam. So this is from the Shazam one. Really like. I wish you could see the black and white better, but the texture he has here, I don't know if that's grease pencil or what, or maybe the paper was textured. And then sketches for the other ones he did. Rose and Thorn was a miniseries, 6-issue miniseries he did the cover work for. This is just a great concept. I don't really know the story behind Rose and Thorn, but just looking at this, it looks like she's fighting with herself. Inside her head, there's this other character that wants to come out. Maybe I'm wrong. You let me know in the chat, in the comments, I should say, if I am. Just really nice, strong concepts here. You know, so being an artist, you key on different things. I love this shoe. Just the way he handled it. I know in black and white, it would look like great black shiny leather. And then you've got the pinstripe socks that show the form, and then the nice silhouette of the pant leg. Really nice. A lot of dimension just in this little part right here. Oh, that guy is, he's in for a world of hurt. and getting to the fun stuff us artists like, seeing the pencil sketches and stuff laid in. I really like this, just seeing his quick beginning of a drawing. Ordinary Heroes. Oh yeah, Gen 13 Ordinary Heroes. I'm telling you, if you don't have it, get it. 2 issues that Adam wrote. Mark Farmer did the inks. 2 inkers that work the best over Adam are Carl Story and Mark Farmer. These are fantastic issues. It really makes me want to see Adam do more storytelling. I like his covers, but man, I love his storytelling. And then they did a trade paperback of it that also included an Alan Davis story and a Kevin Nolan story. So if you can find the trade, get that, because that is definitely a good bargain, a good deal. Justice League with a wonderful Black Canary piece of art. Very nice. Let's see if he shows any prelim stuff. I haven't looked at this book in forever. Nope, guess not. These were the prequel covers he did for Superman Returns. Movie wasn't that great. I have the trade paperback of the prequels just because I believe it collects all these covers. This is so cool. You can barely tell. You can tell that's Marlon Brando as Jor-El just from that blurred out image, but I love it. He's holding this up in the foreground. And once again, if you're in real life, if you were focused on this, this would be in your peripheral vision, kind of blurred out. Love how he got that across. A couple more of the covers, just very simple. She's looking up. Will Superman come back? That's Ma Kent. Lex Luthor in the clink. Of course, and there's Lois. Just looking at that really nice subtlety of oh my God, why am I blanking on who played Lois Lane in the original Superman movie? God, Margot Kidder. Get a nice Margot Kidder feel there. I do love this cover, though. I love how he did just the solid blacks on Superman's costume, really pull you in there and just left the cape nice and open like that. Clouds are just beautiful. This is a fun cover for Teen Titans. I love it. I love how I'm laughing because he's really got her top really tight and it's mushing her boobages down some. Just, that's a subtle little thing, but it just works so well. And just the hair. I wish this was bigger so you guys could really see the hair just in general in the book. Oh, one of my favorite covers. JSA Classified, I do own this one. Just, you know, here was an initial sketch, just kind of flat on. And he's like, let's really just put her in perspective. And man, the way the cape is really moving and flowing, it almost looks like he probably, you know, was playing with a bed sheet or something and photographing it to get this nice movement and stuff through it. I love the plane down here casting a shadow onto the clouds. Another great one. Here it is. I wish this was full size so you could really see the nice grayscale of it. Gotta love the quick sketch he sends in there like, yeah, Adam, it's you. That'll do fine. Don't worry about it. And he even makes fun of it. You call that a sketch? I have seen this larger, their original. The line work cross-hatching he did in her jeans is just phenomenal. This is all pretty much Copic marker grayscale. I mean, it's a grayscale painting unto its own. You know, usually you do the brightest part of a cover is what you focus on. Here, it's just the reverse. You really do focus on her face right here, even though it's in shadow and it's the darkest part of the cover. Here's the ink drawing he did, and you can see how much of it he converted to color. So in black and white, it really, really just works. It stands out. It's beautiful. Somebody owns this original, I'm sure. And then boom, in full color, You can see how he converted the black almost all over it to color, except in the face. So the face is the only part that has real black in it, and that's probably what helps focus you in on it. And you can tell he went with a different cape for the background as well from what he had here. Little Detective Comics. Not a big fan of this Batgirl costume, but, you know, Adam makes it good. Looks very nice. What do we got here? This looks like a job for an Adam Hughes t-shirt. So, yeah. I'm assuming, was it Graffiti? I think Graffiti's the company that does these shirts. Trying to read through. Yeah. Graffiti Designs took a lot of his stuff, turned it into shirts. This poster, I own that poster. It's very cool. Graffiti knows what's up, getting some cute models to model the stuff here. She's very cute, almost Power Girl-esque. And look at that, that's it. So this video was shorter and sweet, dedicated to his wife, Allison. This has been Cover Run, which pretty much covers, no pun intended, Adam's work from 1990, when he first started at DC, up to 2010 when this book came out. If you haven't seen part 1, go check it out. You can see, oh, look at that. He signed it for Andy, did me a sketch. I've known Adam. Well, I met him at a convention when I was a senior at the Kubert School, so he might not remember that. I do. So I met him 30-some years ago. He probably remembers meeting back in the late 90s. So 20-some years. Adam's a great guy. Really kind, really generous with his time. If you ever get to meet him, if you're at a show with him, if there's a long line, trust me, wait in line. It's worth it. The next time I'm back for a book look, maybe I'll do a little preview. We're going to book look these little guys right here. You're like, what are those? These 2 books right here, volume 1 and 2, get them in the right order. If you remember the Superpowers line of figures from the 80s, they all came with a mini comic. These books, a guy that lives in town here printed these up and is selling them. So I'll link to his website when I do the book look for these. You can Google Trident Studios on Facebook, and you can buy these. They're great. And then there's another figure line or something. I didn't even know about these that did mini comics back in the 80s, and they were all Origins. So these are the next book looks. Guys, thank you for joining me. Andy Smith, your host with the most. Please go check out Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. It's my new project I'm doing with my buddy Dennis Turner. If you like barbarian action, if you're a fan of my art, you will like it. You can go to Kor-Drath.com and see the first 8 pages of the book to read, and other stuff that's not on the campaign page, both linked below. Until next time, everybody have a good one. Bye-bye, y'all.
Certified badass.